What KPIs do you hold your salespeople to?
So now we are holding them to virtual contracts sent, virtual contracts signed, in-person contracts made, in-person contracts signed, how many calls, how many texts did they make that day, and then how many number of incomplete tasks that they have. Like I said, that task is so important. So I'm actually thinking about how many did you start off with and then how many did you end with, because that task is so important. Like, I don't think people understand how important tasks are, because when you have a conversation with 50 people in a week and then somebody says, hey, I cannot make a decision because I have a lawyer or whatever valid reason that you can't overcome in that moment, and you do not set a task for that the next week, how likely are you to click in that lead at the right time when you're supposed to call them?
Yeah.
Not very likely.
Just by luck.
But yeah, it's so unlikely. But if you have a task that you're going to follow up with them on that specific day at that time, how much more likely now are they to answer your call and actually have a conversation with you? More likely. And then now that you're doing what you said you're going to do, how much more likely are they about to do business with you? Because, hey, I'm going to call you next week on Monday, and then you actually do, because 99% of salespeople will not follow up when they said they were going to follow up.
Yeah.
So if you just start doing that stuff right up front, like, the client already feels different about your company. They're like, I know this person's going to follow through with what they said they're going to do. I followed up with people in car sales for 2 years straight. They freaking loved me before they ever met me because I kept doing what I said I was going to do and following up when I said I was going to follow up. They felt obligated to go with me. Now, again, I'm not saying that I wasted a lot of time, because I only called them when they said I was going to. I wasn't just like blowing them up. Well, actually, I did blow them up, even though if somebody doesn't answer, I will just go crazy. Like we always said, you call a lead until they die or they already bought somewhere else and you know it. So same thing for houses. If on the deed, like it still says they own it, we're calling them until they answer. That's your job. So anyway, you can set them up on drips. Like, dude, like I said, I got that Andy Elliott in me still. Where like I'm gonna go hard. I'll set up drip campaigns and go automatic. But if they didn't sell and they filled out a lead that said they wanted to sell, at some point they're going to sell.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are the KPIs that we track. Is those.
So
ones.
how many dials and texts do you want a day?
So for us, we're probably, I mean, honestly, it's probably right around 50. Like
Okay,
50 texts, 50 calls. And these are not like cold calling. So I want to be very clear about that. These are leads. And so they're calling about 50 people and texting about 50 people a day.
How many leads does it take you guys to convert? And do you track each person, how many leads it takes for them to convert?
That'd be a good one to track. We do not track that right now. I would say it depends on the lead source too. I mean, TV ads are probably like 1 in every 5 or it's pretty
What about
high.
PPC?
I'm going to guess probably 1 in 10, 1 to 12.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.